And welcome back, friends. So today we are going to study about endocrine system and overview. Endocrine system is a system, it's a network of glands and its hormones. So how complex each one of the gland are in connection with other and how it is regulating the body functions. Body functions mainly metabolism, sexual activity, your mood, your growth and development and all other functions. Each and every cell of your body is connected with one or other hormones. So this is how endocrine system is so subtle and it is all pervasive, all connected to each and every cell. So as a basic understanding of yoga teacher, you need to have the basic understanding about different terms like hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, pancreas, adrenal glands, gonads, mainly testicles in men and ovaries in women. So these are the few glands of the human body, each one of them secreting its own respective hormones, and it have its own effect on the end organ and other parts of the body. For example, men usually have a subcutaneous skin, is subcutaneous fat is less, their veins are visible more. It's because of the hormonal effect of a testosterone on the skin surface. In female, the estrogen will create a smooth layer of subcutaneous tissue, so it looks like a smooth hand. So that's how entire body structure will change based on this hormonal status. In men, the shoulders are broad because the built structure is like that. The pelvis is small in men. In female, shoulders are small, pelvis is large. Why? Why? Because the pelvis is a part where the procreation happens, where the you feel the pregnancy and the growth of the baby, the embryo will happen in the pelvis and the delivery of the baby out. So for that, nature has created a broad pelvis, and this is an effect of endocrine system and its regulation onto the different parts of the body. So when in men, when we transform from adolescent to adult phase, the voice will become more deep. Why? Because of the effect of testosterone on the vocal cords. In female, the voice quality also will change. Shrill of the voice will change. The frequency will change. Intensity will change. Loudness will change. This is how different effects of endocrine system and its hormone at the few examples what I have given is end organ. If I consider vocal cord as an end organ, how in men the voice changes from the childhood to the adulthood. The voice changes. That's the end organ effect of the hormones. So this complex network of glands contributing to endocrine system. You will study about each one of the glands and its respective hormones and its respective effect on the target organ and other parts of the body. As I mentioned, different parts of the glands, different parts like for example hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal gland, thyroid and parathyroid, behind the chest thymus, pancreas, adrenal glands, gonads, ovaries in female and testicles in men. When you study the normal functioning of all these hormones and its respective glands, you will feel a sense of a physiological structure in your own body. You will understand how it is functioning and how it is working. And next level of that is understand what happens if there is any impairment of hormones of certain glands. So when there is an impairment, it will cause you disease. So either their impairment can be two ways, either increase in the hormone levels or decrease in the hormone levels. So each with each respective endocrine glands with secreting hormones, the hormones can be up, increasing, or hormone can be down, which is not normal, which will come under category of pathology. So there is a disease where there is excess of certain hormones, disease where there is a less of certain hormones. In these conditions, what is the different effect of the body metabolism, BMR, your mood, your sexual activity, your reproductive system, your growth and development, what are the changes happening in this phenomenon? Usually you will understand. When you understand that, how yoga can incorporate you to help you to channelize the day and night cycle, wakeful cycle, or the hormonal status of the human body to a innate nature. One important aspect of quickly we will glance through different glands and its hormones, its type of hormones and the action of the hormone. First, the hypothalamus secretes oxytocin, antidiuretic hormone and regulatory hormones of the anterior pituitary hormone. The oxytocin is a peptide which moves to the posterior pituitary for storage. Antidiuretic hormone is again a peptide which moves to the posterior pituitary for storage. The regulatory hormones of the anterior pituitary acts on the anterior pituitary to stimulate or to inhibit the hormone production. This is small introduction about hypothalamus, its hormones, types and action. Pituitary. Posterior pituitary produces two hormones, one is oxytocin, second one is antidiuretic hormone. Anterior pituitary gland produces growth hormone, prolactin, follicular stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone and adrenocorticotropic hormone. Oxytocin is a peptide which initiates the labor and initiates milk ejection. Antidiuretic hormone is again a peptide which will stimulate the water reabsorption by kidneys. Anterior pituitary hormone, growth hormone. It is a protein which will stimulate the body's growth. Prolactin is a protein which will promote the lactation. Follicular stimulating hormone is a glycoprotein which stimulates the follicle maturation and production of estrogen, stimulates the sperm production. Luteinizing hormone, it is again a glycoprotein, triggers ovulation, production of estrogen and progesterone by ovary, promotes the sperm production. Thyroid stimulating hormone, it is a glycoprotein, stimulates the release of T3 and T4. Adrenocorticotropic hormone, it is a peptide which will promote the release of glucocorticoids and androgens from the adrenal cortex. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland produces T3, T4 and calcitonin. T3 is triiodothyronine, T4 is thyroxine. This hormone T3 and T4 both are amines, amine type. T3 increases the metabolism, blood pressure, regulates the tissue's growth. T4 increases the metabolism, blood pressure, regulates the tissue's growth. Calcitonin is a peptide, childhood regulation of blood calcium levels through uptake by the bones. Calcitonin is useful. Parathyroid gland. Parathyroid hormones. It's a peptide which increases the blood calcium levels through action on the bone, kidneys and intestines. Pancreas. Insulin and glucagon. Insulin is a protein which reduces the blood sugar levels by regulating the cell uptake. Glucagon is a protein which increases the blood sugar levels. Adrenal glands. Adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex. Adrenal medulla, epinephrine, norepinephrine. Adrenal cortex, glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids. Epinephrine is an amine. Short-term stress response increases the blood sugar levels, vasoconstriction, increased heart rate and blood diversion. Norepinephrine, it is again an amine. Short-term stress response increases blood sugar levels, vasoconstriction, increases the heart rate and blood diversion, redistribution of the blood. So adrenal cortex, glucocorticoids is a steroid. Long-term stress response, increased blood glucose levels, blood volume maintenance, immune suppression is a part of function of glucocorticoids. Mineralocorticoids, steroids, it's a steroid. Long-term stress response, good blood volume and blood pressure maintenance. Sodium and water retention by the kidneys. Gonads, testis, androgens. Androgens are steroid which helps for reproductive maturation, sperm production. Ovaries, estrogen and progesterone, both are steroid. Estrogen helps for reproduction, maturation, regulation of menstrual cycle. Progesterone is again a steroid, regulation of menstrual cycle. Pineal gland, melatonin, it is an amine, helps for circadian rhythm, day and night cycle, wakeful and sleep cycle. Thymus, thymosin, it is a peptide. It helps for development of T lymphocytes. So this is a simple overview which tells about each hormones of your body, what is the type of the hormone and how it acts at the target organ. So when you study in detail, you will get to know much details about this.